Hey guys, this video today is over something I have been dying to get ever since I saw the picture of it. And that's the NATASHA DENONA GLAM palette. Am I doing it right? Fucking look at that. It's 15 pans. Okay, I love cool tones. I have a lot of cool, and I don't know if it's cool or olive, but I have a different undertone in my skin than most people. So like matte eyeshadows with orange in that, it doesn't look too well on me. I'm not a fan. That's what I love about this palette, is there's no oranges whatsoever. Okay, it's my first ever NATASHA DENONA palette. Why can I not talk? It's because I know my neighbors are home and that they can hear me. Retails for $65, which I think is pretty good, because her palettes, they used to be $170. Like, bitch, that's evil. No one's gonna pay a fucking $170 for an eyeshadow palette. Like, fuck that. Yeah, they did have a lot of pans in them, but I'm glad that she was able to find a way to make it like smaller so it could be more affordable. Yes, I think $65 is a lot still, but compared to what it was, much better. And then what's cool about it is on the back, it comes with these pinholes that you can pop the eyeshadows out of and then rearrange them to how you like. That's really cool. And I'd like pair all the mattes together and then all the shimmers. And they don't usually come laid out like that in a palette. So if I were to rearrange this palette, I would start with all the mattes, the darkest to the lightest, and then all the metallics. Now I must say there's only 5 matte shades in this palette, which some people find kind of offensive, but I think it's great because it's not that overwhelming. Okay, with that being said, there's 10 metallic shades in this palette, which is kind of overwhelming, but not necessarily, because they're all different shade ranges. Skittles. You guys, if you see a black tail or head or some ears walking by, that's my cat. Come here. Okay, she wants me to show you guys how cute she is. Cute. I think she likes the feel of the warm lights. Anyways, the shade names, there's some controversy over it, because this one, it's like they're named after where you would place it. Like, for instance, we have center eyelid, outer eyelid, there's a crease, they have transition, she has blend, and then there's another inner corner, there's another center eyelid. And people, just because that's the name and that's her suggestions, it doesn't mean you have to use that exact shade. I think it's just there to help guide people that are just like, that are starting out. And she has done several tutorials on her Instagram stories, which it's fine. Obviously, I'm not a darker woman of color, but quite usually it's weird because the things that look okay on women of color, that look good, means it's usually gonna look good on me because of my undertones. I know none of this makes sense, but trust me, it's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna do some swatches. Okay, just to see what they do look like on a cool undertone, olive undertones. Okay, to me, this is no indication of how the shadows are gonna perform. I just like to see what it's gonna actually look like outside of the pan on my skin. Bam. Bear with me, I am not used to doing this. My lights are kind of bad too. Okay, this first shadow is center lid, pink metallic. Next up we have outer eyelid. Gorgeous. God, what the fuck? That is like really buttery. Inner corner. Okay, that one's real pretty. My arm is gonna have a serious weird cramp after this. Okay, the next shade's a matte called Crease. I'm gonna put it in between that inner corner and outer eyelid shade, just to save room on my arm. See, now that's a shade I would use as a transition color. Okay, next is Transition, another matte shade. And I think that might be the lightest shade in the palette. Okay, then we have Smoke. Here's a blend. Another matte. Lash line. I think it is cool that something different, that it suggests where to put it. Does it say you have to? Inner corner. Center eyelid. Okay, these swatches are gonna get a little bit smaller. I am like running out of room. Just need 5 more. Here's another center eyelid. See, and I think different shades called the same name. It just goes to show how versatile this palette is. You can get more than one look out of it. Outer eyelid. Center eyelid. Definitely a highlighter shade. Outer eyelid. That one was smooth too. And brow bone. Oh my god. That one's gorgeous. Look, I think this is so gorgeous. I'm gonna first start out going in with a Smith 230 brush to the Smoke shade. See, right there on the outer part of my lid, just dabbing it. Taking it right up to my brow bone. And dabbing it inward about 1/3 of the way. See, look, I have this funky fold right there, so the pigment doesn't go onto my skin. Dab, dab, dab. We're dabbers. Look, just dabbing. That gives it like its own little blend, I think. Okay, now I'm gonna take the crease shade. And I'm gonna start dabbing that halfway on that shade, on the edge, and halfway on my skin. And then I'm also gonna take it in towards my inner corner. Just stamp it on there. Okay, now with a Zoeva 234 brush, taking the crease shade. Actually, I'm gonna take the Smoke shade first. I'm running it under my lower lash line. Ah, that goes on beautifully, and it blends like, they blend themselves out. This is crazy. Okay, and I'm gravitating towards these 3 shimmers right up here. Outer eyelid from the top. I'm placing it right where those mattes are. I cannot see in the mirror. So I got to get a regular mirror. Okay, then I'm gonna take the center eyelid shade. I'm gonna do exactly what that says. Okay, I'm merging it right into that outer eyelid shade that we put down. That shit's tight. If it ain't tight, you know, it ain't right. My Smith 253 brush. I'm gonna go into the inner corner shade. Again, I'm gonna do what it says. Put it in my inner corner. Meshing it right up into that center eyelid shade. It's freaking bomb. My lighting's way off. Or my camera settings or something. Now I'm gonna take the smudger brush. I'm gonna take that smoke shade. And I'm lightly, super lightly, gonna go over those metallics on the lid, right in the crease. Guys, I hate filming with my neighbors home. Feel like they think I'm stupid. It's not that I care what people think. It's like, it's distracting me. I can't focus. Like working out with other people. I can't do that. Made my crease look way more defined. Okay, then I'm flicking it upwards, right into that crease shade. I'm taking the center eyelid shade and I'm putting it on my lower lash line. Right beside where we place smoke. Dragging it into it. Slightly, just to blend it. Blending it right into smoke. Okay, then I'm taking a smaller brush. I'm going in with that inner corner shade. Right on the inner corner of the lower lash line. Okay, then I'm going to take the center eyelid shade, the bottom. I'm going to place that in my tear duct. See, people, you don't have to follow the names. Like, not even that big of a deal. I know some of the bloggers are going to make it a big deal, just have some freaking drama. But I promise it's not a big deal. When I saw this shit, I was like, someone's like, oh, but seriously, I feel like they're pissed off about it. I was thinking, fuck the name, shit. Like, that's some high maintenance shit right there. Okay, then I'm gonna take that center eyelid shade again with a Sigma E44, putting that right under my brows. Okay, now something I kind of want to do, but I'm almost scared to. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, I'm taking the Zoeva 230 brush, and I'm going to take this lash line shade. And I'm going to place that right in the middle of those mats that we placed down on the outer edge of the lid, just to add a little bit more depth. Look, nothing crazy here. Then after there's no more pigment on the brush, slowly fading it inward. Yeah, bam! Okay, Zoeva 322 brow line brush. I'm gonna take that lash line shade, put it right on the outer edge of my lower lashes. And guys, I am getting a little bit of fallout. But that's because I'm swiping it on there. But no big deal at all. I mean, if that is a big deal to you, then good luck finding eyeshadow. Because they're all gonna do that. I'm gonna put Inglot 77 in my upper waterline. Inglot 68 in my lower waterline. Apply my mascara, my lashes, the middle shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Scott Barnes' Rose and this shimmer. Place it right there on my apples. Okay, and I know I have something crusty on my nose. It's not a booger. Okay, Scott Barnes' Pink Crush highlighter. No, I love me some Scott Barnes. Cupid's bow. The nose. I put it just right there on the tip. Just the tip. Chin. Yeah, right over where it's peeling. Gotta make that stand out more. Oh, and I already applied Jeffree Star's Skin Tight with the Makeup Forever 2C lip liner. Okay guys, all in all, I love this palette. Everything blended out so well. Gorgeous. Yes, I highly recommend this. Like, it would get a 10 out of a 10. But however, if you're gonna get offended over the way the shades are named, then I don't recommend it. Because I know some people get offended easily, especially some of those bloggers. Thank you guys. Subscribe, comment, and like.